All right, everybody, welcome back. Episode 6, White Noise. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Feels crazy. We're already on episode 6. For whatever reason in my head, I'm like, episode 10 feels like a milestone.
I mean, every time you get to 10, it's always like
It's a good.
you think you've made it. But
We made it.
yeah, getting to 6 it's been a lot quicker than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't really I didn't really know much about the podcast game until we started, but yeah, 6 is pretty cool. Let's
6
go.
feels good. Yeah. 5 was lit. 6 is.
We're in our Bill Russell episode.
There we go. Let's rock.
Yeah.
This one's for Bill. All right, man. Well, I was looking a little bit at the schedule. Obviously, schedule released last week. Something I always do is try to plan when I'm going to meet you on the road. Going on the road is fun. We get to check out away stadiums. Last year, I was at the Clippers' new stadium, which was fire from a fan's perspective. And then we usually go out, have a couple dinners, get to kick it, just do a whole lot of nothing generally because we're in the middle of the season, got a game the next day, or just had a game. So that time is fun. I feel like every time either myself and some more of our friends meet you on the road, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's good for me too.
Yeah.
It's good to see people that you're close with, especially on the road. Like you're by yourself. Like obviously we have games and stuff, but there's a lot of time just chilling in the room, and I'm a big just chill in the room type of guy and not leave the room much. And so it's good when I have my people out there and I can go get some dinners, and it kind of just forced me to get out the room and to explore the city. And I mean, I don't think I've done it enough in the NBA is explore all the great cities that we get to go to. But when I have people there, it's always good to get them out, get some food, lounge, relax, have fun.
Yeah, it's great. I'm already plotting some on the road trips this year. Speaking kind of like that routine you spoke to a little bit, like when you're on the road, you're kicking it. Like that's just kind of who you are, and that's how most guys are. I would say I can't speak for everybody, but we see other guys in the hotel lobby or whatever. I'm heading up to the room, or I just ordered food, or I just got back from dinner. Like that seems to be kind of the norm. What is it? What does a travel day look like for you? And I get like sometimes you're leaving at a different time. Flights are longer, flights are shorter. Sometimes it's 2 days before, sometimes it's 1 day before. But if you're going to do like in general, what is it? What does it look like for you? Obviously, kids at home, wife at home. What is a day where, all right, cool, we're going on the road for 1 or 2 games? What does the day look like for you?
I mean, like you said, everybody kind of has their own routine. Some people like to go out, explore the city, shop, get some food. Other people kind of just like to chill, kick back. And so I'm more to stay in my hotel room. If we have like a dinner or something, like they text in the group chat, like we're gonna go to this, and I'll go to that. But I mean, it's a pretty relaxing time for me, honestly. Like you get to the hotel probably around like 5-ish, I'd say, and then you just kind of go up to the room and now you just kick your feet up, put on some Netflix, put on whatever's on TV.
You lying, bro. You're watching sports 24/7.
If,
I
yeah,
just walked in. I just walked in the house. We're watching tennis.
that is true.
It's always sports on your TV.
During that time, it's only like basketball
Sure.
or something. The game might have started yet.
That's true.
So there's usually that little gray area before sports start. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of kicking in the hotel. That's like it kind of gets lonely sometimes. My mom always makes fun of me because I don't open up the shades. I don't.
Bro, I
I don't do anything. I just kind of
all.
just sit in the.
Bro, I'll tell you guys this story. Sometimes I usually stay like same hotel or whatever. So I'll pull up and like one time I was in LA and the room wasn't ready and you're like, just go to my room. It's like, all right, cool. So I grabbed a key to his room and you were at shoot around or you weren't there. And I walk in and this is hilarious. This is like a running joke with his wife, but only half of the bed, perfectly down the middle, is unmade. Like you can see where he literally stands right above the bed, pulls the covers back, sleeps perfectly on the one side. And it was exactly that. There was like, I'm not ragging on you, but there was like you just eating food. It was like at the desk, like the bag of food was right there. All the curtains closed. I'm like, bro, this is not good for you. Like you gotta open it, get some sunlight. Like you gotta,
Especially in a city like LA, like
yeah.
Miami, like those cities, you gotta open up and get the sunlight. Yeah, I always throw my stuff on the bed, and if I got my stuff on one side and I sleep on the other. I don't know why I do that. It's kind of just something that I've always done. I think
Yeah. Like, the bed is perfectly made, like, the sheet is still tucked in on the one side underneath the pillows, like, a dent in the pillow from the side he was sleeping on, and, like, perfectly quarter turned down, like, this is crazy.
Nothing's worse than when you get in your bed and then you like, oh, you need to get something out of your backpack or something. And now you got to get out of bed. And so I eliminated that problem by just sleeping on half, and half is for my backpack, my
100%.
whatever else I got going on. Yeah, I don't know when I started doing that, but it's been it's a consistent theme whenever I'm in a hotel.
For sure. What about before? So, obviously, you have a commute to the airport, there's a time, "Hey, be at the plane at this time." What are you doing? Let's say it's, like, a mid-afternoon, you're leaving at, like, 12 or 1, like, what does your day look like up until you're about to go to the airport and get on the plane?
Just chilling with the kids,
Yep.
for the most part. Usually it's like a travel day, so don't have to go to the facility, or I could play the day before or whatever it might be. And so just kind of chilling with the kids. Usually the flight's around like 1. Then my chef makes me a lunch, and I take that and eat that on the plane. And but for the most part, just keep chilling with the kids, trying to enjoy the last little time. Like I said, like now they're understanding like I'm about to leave. Uh, pack my bags. They bring the suitcase down. Henry's like, "Where you going?" So that's kind of making it a little bit more difficult. But
Yeah.
uh, I mean, yeah, just chilling with them, chilling with the wife, and try to get to the plane on time.
How do you think about packing your bag? You're packing your bag, I mean, let's be 30 times, because some road trips you're staying for multiple games,
Yeah.
whatever. 30 times throughout the year, you're packing a bag. Like, how do you approach, like, for me, I hate packing for a trip. Like, I could be going on the best vacation. Like, when I'm going here for a week, I can't wait. Like, packing my bag for me is just like a dread. And I would assume you're pro at this point, packing your bag.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I start with like a game day fit. So if we got 4 games, I'll just put 4 fits, or Hannah will put 4 fits down, and then you kind of just fill in the gaps from there. We're here for a couple days, so then one here, then one there. This is a travel day, or sometimes like we leave after the games, and so like this one, you're probably just gonna stay in the hotel all day, so just put a shorts and a t-shirt, like, and so like we kind of have it all figured out. You kind of figure out what works for you, what doesn't. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I underpack, and I don't think I overpack. I just kind of try to pack just exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, packing is definitely the worst thing. I think
It's terrible.
unpacking might be
Unpack's the
honestly the
worst.
worst. And like you're kind of just living out of your suitcase. Like you're not taking it out of the suitcase. You can't. We're not at the hotel long enough to like unpack and put it in the closet, and like,
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
so like I just leave it in the suitcase. I try to line it up so
My same exact yeah.
the next day is like on top.
Yeah,
So I put the dirty clothes on the bottom. It's a nice little process.
for sure.
Some road trips are easier to pack, like the little 1 day trips, and you can just a little carry-on bag. Those are simple, but
Yeah.
when you get to those 2-week road trips, those West Coast trips, like,
Brutal.
yeah, you never think you pack enough, and then
When you
depends on the weather.
For
You
sure.
need to put a jacket in there that kind of takes up space. It's a lot of decisions.
I was thinking about 2 things. First, we got bigger feet. So, like, packing shoes is miserable. I feel like that takes up so much because 'cause you're taking 1 bag the majority of the time.
Mhm.
Packing multiple pairs of shoes at our with size 14, size 15, like, takes up your whole suitcase. Like, that's tough. And then
Yeah. Now those then you gotta make decisions. You wanna cut, you gotta rewear the shoe.
you got a 3-game road trip, you got 3 tunnel fits, right? Which shoes am I gonna
Yeah,
rewear?
I can fit 3 in the little
3.
top thing. I can fit 3. But if they're more than 3 games, then that kinda gets like,
It's tough.
then you gotta put it on. Yeah,
And then if you're staying on the East Coast, it's cold. Got a coat, need a coat,
yeah.
more hoodies, sweats, everything is bigger.
I'm not really a big jacket guy, so that kinda saves me.
You're not really outside. Like, I think about the buses, at most 40 yards, 20 yards
Yeah,
from the entrance of the hotel. So you got that walk, and then you're usually going in underneath the arena. So you're not really
yeah.
outside.
And
And if you're gonna go to dinner, you're like jumping in a car right at the front.
no, I'm
So
never outside, which is nice. But even if it's like snowing or something, I've always kind of been like that. Just wear a hoodie. I'll walk to, like when we used to walk to class, I used to always have a hoodie.
yeah.
I don't really get a big jacket,
You know
and
what?
and it's just not
Your fashion has came a long way. In a good way,
for
for
sure.
sure. Like, you definitely throw some fits together. It's not your priority. Like, I think about guys like JT or like Drew Holiday used to come with some fits.
Yeah,
I mean, JB's got his own,
yeah. Everybody got their own
clothing line.
stylists and stuff. They got
But
their
like
own swag, which is
but like that's a lot of work. And you have a stylist, but it's like you gotta be thinking ahead. You know, next week we're going on a trip. I need 3 tunnel fits. And like you've been on League Fits. Shout out League Fits. You've been on there a few times.
Yeah, I
That's
got some
fire.
stuff here.
That's a cool feeling,
I
right?
got some stuff here and there. Yeah, but I'm not a big shopper. I'm not a big go get clothes.
Yeah.
People on the team are making fun of me that I wear the most positive clothing in the NBA.
Do wear some positive clothing.
So everything is always like some positive
It's
message.
your MO, man. That's your brand. I
Yeah,
like that.
so that's kind of like what my thing is. And every time they come in and be like, you know what, I will have a nice day. Thank you for wearing that shirt, something like that. And so, but yeah, that's my style is just a graphic tee. I think those are where
I wear a lot of graphic tees.
that's where I'm at in my life.
Yeah, no, that's valid. Easy. Yeah, I always think that like we talk about I've always been, I think, a little bit more into fashion than you are. And I'm glad that you're kind of meeting me there because I'm fortunate I can fit into a lot of your clothes. So I'll go shopping in this closet before we go out or something. But um I think that our motto and like particularly your motto is like keep it simple.
Yeah,
Like, you could look fresh, just keeping it simple.
yeah. I mean, you don't need to wear no designer stuff. I mean, not like I don't wear designer, but a simple white tee goes a long way too. And so
My boys, he was on the white
I'm
tees.
thankful for the white tee.
White or black tee is
Whenever I go out anywhere, I'm like, let's throw the white tee on.
yeah, we used to have to like fight with him. You know, we'd be like our wives, we'd be taking the wives to dinner or something. And we'd be like, bro, put jeans on. He's like, do I have to? Like, will they let me in if I don't? And we're like, yes, they're gonna let you in, but man, but put some jeans on, please.
Yeah, I used to be strong against jeans.
For sure.
Like in high school, I would like never wear jeans, and I was like, I'm never gonna be a jeans guy. But now I've been wearing jeans more
For sure.
on my own.
We just talked about last episode when you met J.Cole and we posted it on the podcast. The skinny jeans, bro. Thank God. Like the skinny jeans were hot for a minute.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
the
style back
baggy.
then.
The baggy is so much better, man.
Yeah, that was. I,
The ripped skinny jeans. Oh,
I was
it.
I was hearing it from a lot of people about that fit.
The throwback fit was
I could
fire.
have sworn I put that shit on, but
The long tee. Oh my. I mean,
that was my go-to.
That was hot. That was early. That
go-to,
was
yeah.
2018.
2017,
Yeah.
2018, yeah.
Yeah, she was fire.
Yeah.
That was good, man. All right. Well, you hinted a little bit like, hey, I need to get out in the city more. It's a lot easier when my people are out there. I go to dinner or whatever. Tell me about. Let's start. We're on the positive train. What's like a favorite road trip? Like, what's a city where you're like, let's go. I'm excited to go there. Like, whether the food is dope, you love the hotel, you just love like. I mean, it's easy to say like Miami because it's always nice or something like that. Like,
Mhm.
what's a favorite road trip for you?
Obviously, like the big cities,
For sure.
you're gonna enjoy, like New York, LA, Miami. Like if nice weather, nice city, like you're definitely gonna enjoy those. Obviously, Denver is it's pretty special. Just coming back home and seeing my friends and my family. But the best city, let me think. I love the hotel in Chicago, the
Okay.
peninsula. It's so nice.
Why?
Chicago is also a really nice city. It's always freezing.
What's so nice about the peninsula?
I got this iPad that controls the whole room, so I just put it right on my other side. I don't have to move at all for anything. I can change the TV with that. I
Right.
can change the lighting. I can do the drapes. I can order room service on it. It's just all in that. I think it's just the iPad is why I love it so much.
So we
And
just had
it's a
that.
nice ass room too.
We just had that in Vegas. We were there a few weeks ago, and I was setting mine to wake me up with all the blinds open. But I was doing it from the iPad. I do like the iPad.
It's so simple. And
Simple.
you don't have to get up. You don't have
Right.
to move. You can do literally everything. Like if I needed to have my dog, if I had a dog, had to go walk it like that. I'm pretty sure I could do it on the iPad, which I love.
He has 2 dogs, Ralph and Ace. bring the dogs on a
Yeah.
road trip would be crazy.
Yeah, them too. I don't know. I don't know how they would do in a hotel.
They would not do great. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know. Ace would be all right.
Their natural instinct is to bark as they should if someone's at the door. A hotel would be a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
Anything going by, they would just be barking. But all right, I
Yeah.
digress. Chicago, love the hotel. What else about it?
It's a nice city too. Like good restaurants. I got amazing restaurants actually there.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout one out. Where do you like to go? Where's like a repeat place that you've gone?
I don't. What is this place called? Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Mike took me there.
There's a restaurant in Cleveland called Broth. And I'm like a big
Yeah.
bone broth guy. And like now I feel like I have to go to Cleveland, not only for the experience to see Cleveland and go to a game in Cleveland, but I really want to go to Broth. Like I really need to go to Broth.
Yeah, that place is really good.
Yeah, I need to go.
I like that one.
The food is like my favorite part when we're just like trying to find somewhere new. You got it?
Maple and Ash.
Maple and Ash.
It's like my go-to spot in Chicago. It's got a good environment, good vibe in there, but the food is really good.
It's a repeat. You've been there on multiple road trips?
Mike's taken me there a couple times.
Shout out Mike, man.
Yeah, shout out my
Shout
man
out
Mike.
Mike, man.
Mike Lindemann, the best. But yeah, that's really good. And like I haven't been to a Cubs game, but I went to Wrigleyville because I was supposed to go to the Cubs game, but it got rained out. And that was like a really fun little outside Wrigley. But I got to get to Wrigley. That's like on my bucket list.
Yeah.
My bucket list to go to every MLB stadium, but Wrigley's historic and just the history speaks for itself. So, but yeah, Chicago's is a really fun city. It's freezing.
Despite the cold, yeah. I would like to go see Chicago in the summer.
Yeah. No, everybody says it's amazing.
I've never been in the summer, but I have some friends that live in Chicago and they do like summer work hours. So like a normal 9-to-5 job, they're like done at 3 during the summer because the winters are so hard.
Yeah.
That they're like 3 o'clock, like get out the office, like go do something, be outside. I would like to see Chicago. Maybe I'll have to add that to the list. Come eat at Maple and Ash.
Yeah, come on out to Chicago. Chicago's nice. Toronto, I like that hotel too. And it's also like, I mean, just being in a different country, you kind of feel like
that's cool.
It's just different. But Toronto's like super nice. The city's nice. Great restaurants there as well. Yeah, so it really just comes down to if I like the hotel and if I like the food there, then it's going to be a solid trip.
Checks the boxes for you.
But yeah, that broth place is really good.
I gotta try broth. Like that's up my alley. Like the type of food I eat, like whatever. Like bone broth is something that I'm into. So he hit me, was like, "I'm going to this restaurant, bro. You'd love it. It's called Broth."
No, it's actually that is really good.
Yeah,
but that's like the cool thing too is like you go to these cities and you probably don't think they have
the food scene you'd expect.
Yeah. Like people like look at like Cleveland, but like that was really really good. And so like you kind of find every city you can find something good, but
yeah. And also like you generally stay like in the city center. You're like right in the nice area
for sure.
Whatever.
You got to just kind of get out of your hotel room.
Yeah, that's
look it up.
The hardest part. And I think too, like going back to it is like, hey, I'm in the hotel a lot with the blinds pulled, but you also have young kids and like they're at the point now where they sleep well and whatnot. But also like I imagine when your kids are even younger, and like shout out to Hannah for holding it down while you're gone. But like with the new baby and stuff where you're waking up all the time and you get on the road, like
go to bed early, sleep in. Yeah, that is a nice part.
That's a nice part.
But yeah, I tried actually not to like go to sleep too early. So I think worse than like waking up.
Oh,
so I feel like I wake up at the same time regardless.
Yeah,
their internal clock. But yeah, I try to stay like if I'm in a city like 11 o'clock, like around there, like 10, 11, like wherever like we go to the West Coast, I gotta like try to stay up till 10, 11.
Yeah,
kind of get back on that schedule.
Yeah, that'll mess with you for sure. And I know that too. Like when you guys are on the road, like sometimes you're getting into a city late.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times, if it's a close flight, you guys will fly right after the game. That's correct.
Yeah, even if it's not a close flight, but yeah.
So you get in 3 a.m. and you're like, what day is it?
Yeah,
like I got to go to treatment at 11 a.m. or something. So that keeping your body clock, that's a good point. I've heard a lot about like vets talking about like, man, we fly in the nicest planes, we stay in the nicest hotels, we get fed the nicest food, but like don't forget, like it's still hard to travel around the country for the year. Like it's tough on you.
No, like especially like getting in that late. Different beds every night.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously, it's hard to complain about it. But I think that's like really the biggest adjustment for like young kids too. Like when they come into the league, like traveling, sleeping different times. Like
also, I just feel like
lifestyle.
Yeah, the temptation. I'm not saying like guys are going out crazy and whatnot, but like if you're going out, like if you're a young kid, you just got paid, you're 20, got no girl, no wife, like you want to pop out and like go to a later dinner and like whatever, especially if you don't have a game the next day, like that is probably a tough temptation to kind of balance as a young boy. You know what I mean? Like, man, what?
I mean, you gotta enjoy it.
For sure.
You don't want to just be.
For sure. I'm not saying that. It's a touchy subject.
Going on.
I'm not trying to go down this path, man. Like, you can go out if you want to. I'm just saying, like, if I'm 20, I just got drafted, I got some money in my pocket, I'm, in these cities that I've never been to, I'm going out, bro. I'm going out.
No, tough. Yeah, that's part of the adjustment.
Oh, for sure.
Especially like cities you've never been to.
And also, like, shit, we're in Miami now. We're in LA. Like, we're in Dallas. Like, I don't know why I said
Yeah.
Dallas, but
Dallas is nice.
Dallas is nice. But
You
like,
you get a different kind of experience too.
for sure,
But
for sure,
yeah, I mean, I'm not against going out. Have fun. Do what you gotta do.
yeah. Everybody got to go out every once in a while,
Yeah.
shake the dust off. You're a positive guy. I know your brand is positive. I know you're gonna talk bad about a city, but what's a trip where you're like, oh man, like this hotel, or like there's nowhere good to eat, or just the arena? What's your least favorite city? Everybody's got to have one.
Yeah. Memphis probably. I mean, the hotel is it's probably the worst hotel in the NBA.
I'm sure you're not the only guy to say that.
No, yeah.
Publicly.
It's the food there is good though.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the healthiest for you, but the food actually is really good. But yeah, Memphis, it's a tough hotel to be in. Especially like like the Four Seasons, and you go like to the Westin, you're like it's not the same. Yeah, that's probably my least favorite hotel.
What was the hotel? You told me about this off camera like a couple years ago, and the elevator system is like fucked up. You got like ride an elevator, take a bridge, ride a different elevator. You can never remember where your room is at.
Yeah, that's in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Which is you gotta take one elevator up, then you gotta walk across, take another elevator down. So the lobby's on the top. Then you take an elevator down to your room. Those rooms are really nice though, and like it's like the tallest building in Philadelphia, but like the elevator is like 80th floor is like the lobby, so you're like your ears are popping, and you get to see the whole city though, which is the cool part about it. But too much elevators, and then they got the longest escalator I've ever been on. Like that is a lot, especially when I'm getting to like a meal room or something. I gotta leave like 10 minutes before, or
Yeah, I think
for film.
I think this is the conversation we had. We were talking with Drew about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, like the first time I stayed there, I was late to everything.
Yeah.
Like took me forever to get back to my room after the game.
Yeah, the first time you stay there, you probably need to leave like 20 minutes because you got to go down, you got to go up to the lobby, over to an elevator, go down to the other lobby, go up one escalator, walk around, go up to the other escalator, and then that's where like the meal and the video, like the rooms are. It's a super nice hotel, but that is too much.
This is good for me because I'm always constantly like making my list. I've hit a lot of the great cities you mentioned on the road. I have a few that.
Why don't you hit one? Why don't you hit Memphis with us?
I'll come to Memphis, man.
The food is good though, in Memphis. Like I would not like the barbecue and everything. Like
I like barbecue.
It is so good in Memphis, but the hotel.
I'll come to Memphis. I do want to add Philly. I've never been to Philly in general.
Indiana's another hotel I don't like that much.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately. And we spent a lot of time in Indiana the last couple of years, and so just I don't know, it's not a good hotel.
Let me go back to my list. That's how my brain works. I want to go to Atlanta for obvious reasons. The food, of course, the wings. I want to go to Chicago. I'd like to go to Chicago. I feel like I just added Philly to my list. I feel like I had a couple more.
Toronto.
I told you Toronto.
Come to Utah.
Utah would be easy.
Utah, I actually don't mind the hotel.
We played in Utah in college. Utah's nice.
Yeah, and I love the arena in Utah.
Yeah.
But the hotel is actually pretty nice too in Utah.
Okay. That's a quick trip. That's easy. All right.
Got a good list though.
That's a great list. Give me like a good road trip story. Or wait, let me rewind. There was one more thing that we were talking about packing the bag. In San Antonio days, you guys would have the rodeo. So the rodeo would come to town and you go on the road 2 weeks.
You can basically gone the whole month. I think it's like you play like the first like week, and then the rodeo is the whole month of February.
In AT&T.
Mm-hmm. And so it kind of gets broken up by the All-Star break. But yeah, we're on the road basically from like that first week till like March.
2 bags, 1 bag.
2 bags on that one for sure.
2 bags on that one.
That kind of gets broken up by the All-Star. So that kind of makes it a little bit nicer.
You gotta pop home for a minute.
Yeah. But
if you're not an All-Star.
Yeah, not yet.
Bum.
I swear. But it's kind of a long stretch. That like my first year, I was like, this is incredible. Like even like you go like on vacation for the All-Star break, so you're still like on the road.
Facts.
So you're just traveling literally everywhere. The closest thing we have in Boston is like the West Coast trip.
Yeah.
That's usually like 2 weeks. But yeah, the rodeo is just a whole month and just nonstop, just road games.
This year you finish the West Coast trip in Denver, right? Is that the last stop, and then you go back to Boston from Denver?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, we had that last year too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can
Wrap
kinda
it up
come
on.
back here.
Yeah.
Hopefully this year I play
I know.
play in Denver.
Sick.
Uh,
Stomach flu, right?
yeah,
Them
but,
kids, man.
yeah, dude,
Them kids.
kids will all get you sick, but, yeah, anytime I come back here, like, especially now playing on the East Coast, like, in the Eastern Conference, like, we only come back here once, so it's kinda like, you kinda try to make the most out of it that
Yeah,
one time.
that was a bummer you missed this year's
Yeah.
game. It used to, for lack of a better word, it used to kinda, like, stress you out in your earlier days because you got the whole city asking you, like, people coming out and, like, not a bad thing, like, the whole city of Denver loves you, right? But you got people coming out of the woodwork, again, for lack of a better term, of like, "Hey, man, like, can I get a ticket tonight?" And, like, yeah, you could theoretically easily get everybody a ticket, but at the end of the day, you're paying for everybody to come to the game, so you kinda have to, like, be mindful and, like, every 20 people-ish at the game, so, like,
Yeah,
I remember in the earlier days, it would kinda be like, "Man, we gotta, like, figure out the tickets," like, it's kinda stressful.
yeah.
It's gotten better over time, I think, but
Yeah. No, it's kinda like the beginning, like, you wanna, like, give it to everybody. You want to have everybody be their experience. I mean, yeah, even, like, I come from, like, a big family. My mom is one of 7, so, then I got, like, all my aunts, my uncles, all my grandparents, then Hannah's family's from here, get them, and then, like, all my friends, you're like it kinda adds up, but, I think now we got a pretty good system. We know, like, what to expect. Yeah, obviously, anytime you do anything the first time, you take it probably the first game, you're like, "I need about 45." Now I cut it down to, like, 20,
yeah,
whatever it might be, and so, you definitely want people there, 'cause people that have been there for you, so it's kind of a hard balance of,
it's tough.
not trying to buy the whole ball arena and, also, like, having people there to support you and just come cheer you on and see you hoop, especially because 'cause I'm only there one time. So, yeah, I think
Now
that
it's
kinda
only one
makes
time.
it a lot easier. It's just one time.
Yeah,
But, I mean, when it was like, "We're going to play there in the playoffs, now we're going." I was like, "Oh," like but
it was hard,
now
and
it's pretty simple.
just, like, a champagne or, like, nice problem to have is, like, I got so many people that wanna come see me, like, how do I say yes or no? Like, I only got this amount of tickets, so I do remember those early days. It was kinda like, "Damn," like, I feel terrible saying, like, "Sorry, we only got 40 tickets," like, we got a lot of family coming. I think the best is when we do the box. The box is really fun, especially with the kids, and, like, everybody can
Yeah.
just kick it, eat, watch the game, catch up. It's a reunion every time.
Yeah.
Like, what's really cool is, some people may not know, but if a player gives you tickets on the road, you also get, like, a after game pass. So, everybody leaves the arena while they go back and shower and whatnot. You get to go to a section in the arena, and then you wait for the players to come out, and you get to chop it up, take pictures, whatever you wanna do. And every year in Denver, man, like, it's all D White. Like, because people are still buying tickets, right? Like, a lot of his friends and family, old teammates, things of that nature that don't make the cut of the 20 or 40 tickets or whatever it is, they'll still buy a ticket and they'll come. And you do a really good job at making sure they all have a pass to come say what's up after. And, like, they put you in a section over by the tunnel, and you just kinda sit around and wait until they come out, and man, like, that's like 50 plus people.
Yeah.
And it's so dope. It's always like I'm running into people, like, I ran into the past couple years, I always run into this ref that used to ref us back in the day, and, like, chopping up with him for a while, like, get to see people that you don't normally get to run into, so I think that's a lot of fun. And, like, for us to get to see him all the time, we just kinda just talk to everybody else, and then he makes his round. He just
Yeah.
zigzagging through the stands,
Yeah.
photo here, photo there. Like, I think that is so cool, and that's gotta be a great feeling.
Yeah. No, it's always cool. Especially, like, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of people, however, like, if I don't see them in the summer, like, or, like, when I leave for the Boston, I don't see most of them for, um
Damn near a year.
yeah, a year, so
Yeah,
it's always good to see them catch up. I mean, they're just thankful to to see me and hang out,
it's
and,
cool.
yeah, it's cool to have, like, everybody kinda come together, like, I have people from my high school, I have people from UCCS, got people from CU, uh, people from, like, my family, so, like, everybody kinda all came together and just supported me is dope to see. Yeah, I definitely think, like, even, like, walking through, like, you could be like, "Hey, you remember this?" And then you, like I'm just, like, pulled in, like, 18 different directions,
Yeah, that's
but,
good.
it's awesome, like, you can't beat that, having that support system that I have.
It's the best.
I'm pretty thankful, and blessed to have so many amazing people.
Yeah. Alright, back to that's kinda like the road life. Well, I guess we're still on the road life. You got a good, like, road trip story something you did cool as a team or an experience you had in the city? You got any good, like, on the road stories?
Uh, I don't I mean, I don't know, like, any good ones. Like, you automatically think of, like, stuck in a hotel or, um, airport. Like, one time we were in Milwaukee, we played the Bucks, and then we have a back-to-back in Boston the next day. And so we get on the plane, like, we're chilling, and then the pilot's sick. And so,
What do
like,
you mean sick? Like, throwing up?
yeah, he was, like, in the bathroom, like, throwing up. I don't know what he was doing in there, but he's sick, like, he can't fly. And so we're like, "All right, like, there's 2 up there, right? We'll be alright." And they're like, "No, like, we can't take off, no other plane could come, no other pilot could come." So, because like, it's at, like, 12 o'clock at this time. And so we had to go back to the hotel. We had, like, our equipment guy, Andy.
Andy, shout out
Andy.
Andy,
There
man.
we go.
Andy, just quick
Clutch.
side note. I rode, we shared a car after an LA game, and we were going to the football game. We shared a car with Andy and his fiance at the time, or wife at the time? Wife,
Yeah, it's I think
whatever.
yeah.
Uh, and Andy's in the front seat looking up my college stats, just chirping me. This is the first time I met the dude. He's talking shit like, "Oh, this is how many assists you average. Like, look at your turnovers. You had 5 turnovers this game." I'm like, "Bro, get off the internet. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So I got a
He's
strong.
like, "You let this dude score more points than you?
Yeah.
How did you let this guy?"
He was flaming DY and I. So Andy's great. I got a special bond with Andy through, I don't know, shit talking, I guess. But Andy hooked, last time I seen Andy was in tunnel after game. He hooked me up. He's like, "Let me get you some swag." Gave me a big bag of stuff. So shout out Andy, man.
Yeah.
You're cool. You go with me, Andy.
Andy's dope. But, he's calling, like, "Can we get those rooms back from the hotel? 'Cause we're
Oh
all
yeah.
checked
Everybody
out."
checks out. They're cleaning your,
Yeah, they're cleaning the
they only had
rooms.
to make half your bed.
Yeah. But they're cleaning the rooms, and so he's calling, and so, like, we gotta go, and, like, we're kinda all just chilling in the lobby. It's kinda, like, waiting for our room to get clean, and so we had the same room as we had before, so it kind of was half clean, half not. Like, some people got the room quicker than others.
Housekeeping was on overtime.
And so,
That's
like, we
wild.
go probably, like it's probably, like, 1 or something at this time, probably later, who knows? And then we wake up the next morning and fly back to Boston, and we have a back-to-back, and we play in Boston.
You won.
Like, we won.
Yeah.
I can't remember who we played that game, but we did win that, but it was kinda like a bonding experience for everybody.
Did they cancel? So, like, a lot of times on game day, you'll go to the facility, you 10 to 1 or whatever it is. You go to the facility, get treatment, walk through, blah, blah, blah. Did they cancel that day?
There's never shoot around on back-to-backs.
Okay. My
And
fault.
so,
My fault. Duh.
it was not really canceled, but, yeah, we just kinda all flew back. We landed at probably, like, 10 or something like that. Went home and met at the game. It was kinda like a little bonding experience for
sure.
us, but it also at the time, we're like, "Is this for real?"
Trauma
Uh,
bonding, man. This shit is real.
Yeah, that and earlier in that season in Milwaukee, Grayson Allen kneed me in the ear, and I ruptured my eardrum.
Oh, you had a hole in your eardrum. I forgot about
And
that.
that was another
Couldn't shower.
that was another
Well, you could shower,
back-to-back.
but
I had to put a little ear cover. That's probably my craziest injury.
that was crazy.
But, like, I got kneed in, like, Malcolm was shooting free throws. It was a close game at the time, and I'm at half court, like my ear was, like, ringing, like,
That's scary, man. The ear is scary.
and, like, people would talk to me on this side, and I would just, like, not be able to hear them at all. Then, like, I think it was on this year, actually, and so, like, I couldn't hear them at all, and it felt like everything was just, like, low volume when people would talk to me. It was the craziest thing.
And there was nothing they could do. It just healed on its own.
Yeah.
You just had to wait.
Yeah, I just had to wait it out, but, like, they didn't want me to go on the flight
Oh, because the pressure.
'cause, yeah, if, like,
So it worked
my
out in
ear
your
could
favor.
ruptured.
It,
Well, they didn't know what it was at the time. It's like my ear could have ruptured if we could take a flight because of the pressure, so I had to stay at the hotel in Milwaukee, and then I had to go to a Milwaukee
this is a
doctor.
different Milwaukee road trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
earlier in the year, go to a Milwaukee doctor, get my ear, he's like, "Oh, you completely ruptured it." And they're like, "Well, can he fly? Like, is that okay?" He's like, "Yeah, it's completely ruptured, so, like,
Nothing
no
else can happen.
pressure."
For
Like,
that.
yeah. And then I had to hop on a flight from I think we flew out of Chicago, actually, so we drove from Milwaukee to Chicago.
Couple hours. How far is that?
Less than that, per hour or something, and then I get on a flight from O'Hare to Boston, land in Boston, just go straight to the Garden.
Lot of shit in
And
there.
I played the next game.
Yeah.
That was, and the next game was the last game before the road trip or before, All-Star break. And so, and at the time, that was the year I didn't miss any games.
Miss any game.
And so I was like, I have to
streak.
play.
I remember you were like just trapped in the hotel room. That's the theme of this episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Just kicking in the hotel room. But yeah, I remember they were like, there's a hole in there, it's ruptured. You gotta be careful in the shower. They were like, be careful with water.
Yeah, dude was like, do not get any water in. I'm like, what if it rains? And he's like, don't. I was like, I said, what happens if it does? And he's like, don't. I was like,
yes, sir.
Okay. He was like, it could get obviously a lot worse if they get water. And so I had these little ear condoms, is what I was calling them. I put it like over my ear when I went to the shower, and I was like showering like this, and I was really scared to get it.
It's terrifying. I completely forgot about the eardrum.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
You had some weird injuries. Remember when Smart ran into you on the sideline? You were like kind of like reaching.
Oh yeah.
And he was like full and like hip checked your head. And your neck was messed.
I felt like whiplash. That was the same year. That was the same year.
That was scary. You were just laying on the ground.
Yeah.
I was texting him. I'm like, he's not getting up. Like, yo.
Yeah. No, that was crazy. That was just kind of like a scary like instant, but then like I was okay. I think. I mean, I played the next day, so
yeah.
But yeah, that I had some weird like little one-offs like that.
You know what else was weird? I think it was last year. You were in Philly, and then you and Kornet took the driver back to Boston. Someone was up at the plane.
Yeah,
Luke was like, "Y'all gonna get a car? Yeah, I'll go in with you."
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Philly last year. I can't remember what was going on with the plane, but they're like, so we're just all in the locker room, kind of just kicking it, like chilling, and like, well, like we're not gonna be able to fly back tonight. And I'm like, nah, like I got something in the morning. Like we had something in the morning. Like somebody was coming to the
Luke's
house.
wife was about to give birth. She was like close.
He was pregnant at the time, so he really wanted to get back. And Kara's like, I mean, I can get you guys a car. And like we kind of like looked at each other like I mean, I could have stayed, but I was like, I'll go back with you, Luke. Like I'll take a car. And so they called us a car service, and the dude got there and he drove us from Philly back to the airport in Boston to get our cars. And Buddy was flying.
I remember you talking to me like, we're making great time.
So we had a car, and Drew and Sam had a car. And so Drew and Sam left before us. We beat them by like 30 minutes. Buddy was going and we stopped for gas.
Damn.
Buddy was driving so fast. Luke was like, he was terrified. He was like, I mean, I'm not in that much of a rush. Like, you could take your time. And like, especially like in Boston, like he didn't really know where he was going, and he was still going so fast. Like he would be in like the left lane, and when exit was up there, he'd just zoom over. And this is like 3 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, that was a crazy. There's probably there's a lot of crazy like travel.
Just like weird stuff happening where you gotta like pivot. Yeah, I remember that. You were texting a group that we're in. You're like, yo, we're hauling. Like I'm watching the time tick down on Buddy's GPS. Like we're cooking right now.
Buddy was. Shout out to him though. Like get called at like 12 o'clock.
I bet he had to go back to Philly. I bet he was like probably
he was trying to go back.
Like he was probably like, I'm just gonna knock this out and then turn around. How far of a drive was it supposed to be? Like 3.5, 4?
I think it's 3 or 4. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was
crazy
with him driving. Yeah, that was a crazy one too.
Yeah,
we've had some weird travel, flight stuff.
Remember at CU when the AC was broken?
Oh,
that's a good travel.
So first road trip at CU, and we charter at CU. I'm like, oh, this is really fun because like obviously UCCS, like we bust everywhere,
bro. 10-hour bus ride,
and 13 hours away, we're busing. Like we're busing everywhere, and so I'm like, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, busing with the girls team in the back. People have to share a seat. It was a grind.
That shit will make you tough, man.
Remember, we used to bring the pillows and like,
bro, we
try to sleep on the floor.
When I went overseas, I'll play with like dudes that come from big D1s and whatnot, and I feel like I was made for that lifestyle overseas. And like, there's levels to everything, right? Like, as you progress in your career overseas, all of a sudden you're taking chartered flights, and then sometimes you take commercial, whatever. I played this year in Poland. There's 2 airports in Poland, and Poland's a pretty big country. There's one way up north and one way down south. So like their rationale, my team didn't have money. They ended up going to aircraft. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. But we would bus everywhere in Poland as well, because they're like, well, we could fly up to the northern airport because we were like kind of down, like where I live was kind of down south in Poland, and we could fly up there, but It's an hour and a half to the airport down south, and then we're gonna land in the airport up north, and then it's gonna be 4-hour bus ride. And they're like, or we could just drive the 10 hours. It'll be about the same. So I felt like I was made for that shit. Like D2 made me tough. Like I was like 10 out, I've been here, done that. And I got shout out Travis Rutherford, man. Like my vet came through. He joined the team at Christmas from Kansas. I know this is a CU operation, but man, shout out Travis Rutherford. He was a great vet to have. And he's like pretty far along in his overseas career. And he had some ups and downs, like where a lot of times he was flying and whatnot. And we would ask him, like, man, like, what is riding a bus for you? Like, cause you're at KU, you're flying, you like NBA lifestyle at KU. And he was like, this shit is ass, bro. Like, I hate the bus. I hate these road trips. He would struggle. He would be like asking the driver to pull over. I got to walk around. We're like, Trav, like, you got to toughen up, man. I'm in the back chilling. I'm laying across the 2 seats, got all my movies, got books. Like, I felt like D2 will make you tough for that. So I feel like a lot of my point here, long-winded story, is like, a lot of overseas guys that come from these big D1s and they're playing their first couple years overseas where they are bussing, they're in hell. Like they've never had to do that.
No. I mean, even like when I was in the G League, so the G League playoffs, we had we played in Austin. We won our first round in the playoffs. And then so I used to like drive back to San Antonio after the games. They stay in my hotel or stay in my apartment. And then they call me like that night at like 12:30. It was like, hey, we need you to fly to LA for the Lakers game tomorrow.
Oh, with
couple
the
guys
Spurs.
couple guys are out. So I'm like, all right. So they give me a flight from San Antonio to LA, get delayed, whatever. And so I land from LA to LA. I land at LAX and they just bus me straight to the Staples at the time. And I was like, I mean, yeah, and this is kind of like, we used to drive like 5 hours day of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I didn't even play that game, but I was like, whatever.
I'm ready though.
Yeah. And so I don't play that game. The next, we have our next, like the conference finals, the G League conference finals is the next day. And so they're flying us from LAX to Austin. And so I'm
You were
flying
playing
day of
that-
the game. And we flew from there to Austin, and then I had like 35 that night.
Yeah, you're like, I've
It's
been here
like,
before. I'm
yeah.
solid.
So like it definitely helped me out.
Yeah.
But back to see you
Back to CU story. This story's crazy.
is so like I was like expecting like this is gonna be nice. Like we're chartering, we're flying. I'm excited. Like we get on the plane, we take off, and like it's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm like, is it always like this? I'm like, is anybody else hot? And like then like the flight attendant's like, something's wrong with our AC. Like we're just gonna have to like
No AC, bro.
We can't turn back now, so like we just have to thug it out. So she's like handing out like cold towels and like putting it on next. That would last for like 2 minutes. I'm like, this is literal hell. Like this is unbelievable. Get me out of here. Take me back to D2. I was like, get me on a bus ASAP. Like I would never want to fly again. It was like a sauna for like 2 hours. And the only like cool place was the bathroom. And Coach Boyle was just sitting there chilling. I was like, yo, he is not getting up out of there. I was like, this is like, take me back to D2. This charter life is not for me.
I'm just picturing Tad coming out the bathroom when you land, like, good flight.
It was only like it was cool in there, but like it was much better in there than everywhere else. He didn't even like get out when we were landing. Like you just chill.
Bro's got the toilet seat show. You just sitting there,
just
reading a book or
chilling.
something.
Everybody else is just melting in there. I really was like, D2 is probably where I was supposed to be at.
Yeah, this is not what I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was. I remember like 2+ hours. I was like, it was like our first conference game too. This charter lifestyle, is it always like this? Or like, no, there's something wrong.
This is crazy. I get motion sickness. Like since I was a kid, I used to get it really bad, and it's gotten better thankfully as an adult. But like still on an airplane can like put me in that mode. And if I'm hot on an airplane, like when the airplane takes off and they have to like turn the AC off when you're taking off, and if I get hot right then, I'm like tweaking, bro. I'm like, is there a puke bag in front of me? Like I'm not feeling good. I'm like stripping any clothes I can get off. Like I'm so hot. I would have died. I would have been thrown on that flight 100%.
I guess a different hot plane. The plane that USA, the basketball, took from Vegas to Abu Dhabi, I guess like before, like when they boarded the plane, like they can't turn their AC on until the doors are shut or something. And so it was just so hot in there. and everybody was
Oh,
just
even from Vegas.
yeah, and so everybody was just like dying, like, and then like we got on from Abu Dhabi to London, and it was still like a lot hotter, but like they kind of prepared and they cooled it down a little bit. But they say like the first like 30 minutes of that flight was miserable.
Oh
Like
my god, because it takes a minute to cool
yeah,
down too.
it's,
That's just picture like LeBron, like,
yeah.
yo, come
Oh,
on.
Ant probably saying some funny
Oh,
ass shit.
for sure. Yeah, because you weren't on that flight,
Yeah.
and you dodged a bullet.
That's why everybody said, like, "Yo, you're so lucky you went on that flight." Yeah,
Damn,
that's
bro. Yeah, I remember when they invited you and they sent you like all the travel accommodations. That plane was sick.
the
The,
that they would do. We took with USA.
yeah.
Yeah, it was nice, and there was no Wi-Fi though. That was
Oh yeah,
that
that was
another.
weird.
That was the
weird.
biggest problem.
That was weird.
Yeah, the heat and then no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but the plane was sick.
Yeah, it was super nice.
They had like pictures of it in the like packet that they sent you, and you like sent it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm never
especially like for like someone like me, like but like some of the 7-footers, like it's probably
love.
nothing is like good for them, but
That's
the best
better.
they can get. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, switching gears a little bit. Like still thinking about the upcoming season. We're getting there. It's gonna be a little different. New people. Some people are gone. Obviously, goes without saying, JT is out. What do you think? And this is a hard question to kind of judge at this point without going to camp, without spending a lot of time with the staff, whatever. Like, how do you think that your role could change this year? The expectations for you. Like, what are you thinking about the upcoming season?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be different. I mean, it has to be. I mean, we lost KP, Drew, Luke, and obviously JT being out. So, you lose 3 out of 5 starters.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Al, and so it's definitely gonna change. It's gonna be we're a younger team, and so kind of ever since I've been in Boston, it's kind of like we had the same core, we had the same group. Like obviously we still have a lot of people from, I mean, like me, JB, Sam, Peyton, people that know like how we do things. But I think that would be probably the biggest adjustment. It's just
Learning
kind of
curve.
like getting everybody accustomed to how we do things in Boston
For
and
sure.
how we like to play, how we operate. And so I think that would be just the biggest adjustment is kind of like getting like the new guys on board as quickly as possible. Obviously we got training camp and everything, and I heard like everybody's already out there pretty much, and so they are probably like
That's great.
getting the start, and then but then I mean, we just hooping. We got a bunch of competitors, and I like P said, like we got a lot of competitors. We got guys that can do a lot of different things, and so I don't know what my role is gonna be game to game, and like I kind of don't want to be like, oh, I have to do this, I have to oh JT's out, so now I have like I don't want to like put myself in that mind. Obviously, I've um been working hard and trying to figure out how I can get better, but I feel like if I put myself in that mindset, I'm gonna just maybe press or do something that like just not me.
Yeah.
So I gotta stay to who I am, like what makes me successful. And so I don't know what the role is gonna be. I don't know whatever it might be. Like I'm just trying to compete. I'm trying to help us win as many games as possible, and I'm really excited. We got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And we got a great coaching staff, and so it's gonna be a fun year.
Hell yeah.
First time in, I mean, since I've been to Boston that people like don't believe in us, or so it's kind of like a fun spot for me to be in.
For sure.
And, it's kind of like where I've always kind of done my best, actually.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that to your point, like you playing free and define that as you will, like you playing free without, hard expectations and like a hard, like being boxed into a hard role, like that is when you're at your best.
Yeah,
Like the type of player you are, like super high IQ, like a rhythm guy, like when you play free, you are so good. So I love that that's your early mindset. Like it may change, whatnot, and you'll find a way to be you. And like that's what I always tell you before a game. Like if I'm gonna hit you before a game, like all I gotta say is just like be you, bro. Just be you.
yeah,
It's all you gotta do. And that is like where you're your best when you're free and you're just playing your brand of basketball, Celtics brand of basketball. I'm excited, man.
yeah,
Like
for sure.
it's a crazy different team if you're gonna compare it against last year. I also think it might unleash, whether that's in you or whether that's in Peyton or whether that's a bigger role for Sam or like Nini or like it's gonna unleash somebody.
Yeah.
maybe more than one person, but like I think someone's gonna like get to that playing free. They maybe didn't have that opportunity while JT's out. Like that's the opportunity,
Yeah,
right? So like
for sure.
I'm so tapped in. You mentioned him. Let's do a hypothetical. There's a lot of buzz around him. If Al is not there this upcoming season, who do you want your front court to be? Like, if we could wave a magic wand, like, who are you trying to play with? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, Nimi. We love Nimi. I love Nimi.
Yeah.
Like, I got to kick it with Nimi a few times off the court. Super cool dude. And also, like, I'm a big fan of Nimi, bro.
Yeah.
When he starts doing, I love Nimi's game. Like, athletic, plays around the rim, plays above the rim, plays damn near in the rim,
Yeah.
alters a lot of shots. Like, I love Nimi, but like, he needs some help for sure.
Yeah. No, I think like Nimi, like Joe's been super like hard on him for like the last couple years and kind of like preparing him for
For sure.
something like this. And so like obviously he's gonna have to have a big year. I mean, he's gonna have a big year, and we're gonna ask a lot out of him, which is exciting. I mean, the guy that just works hard, competes at a high level, just continue to learn how to what works in the NBA, what doesn't work, like how he can help us. And so I'm like super excited for Nimi. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like he's had so many different moments these last 2 years where he's helped us win games or he's changed the momentum of a game. And so it's a big role for him. Getting Chris Boucher, my
That's right.
Pac-12
That's right.
brother. He's always brought a lot of energy.
Yeah,
I remember in Toronto.
I loved him in Oregon. I
Yeah.
loved him at Oregon. He was there with Peyton.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
went to the Final Four.
I loved him at Oregon.
Yeah. And he had a really good year. Like he kind of changed the game every time he checked into the game
Yep.
in Toronto. We got him. I mean Luca, Josh. I mean those guys are I think just hungry to kind of prove themselves. Which I think is exciting. And we got guys that are hungry. They want to prove themselves. They want to help us win games. And so I don't know what numbers they're gonna be. The number situation is crazy, but
Oh, is it?
um,
I'm not. Tell me.
well, like every number is retired in Boston, so it's kind of difficult. You only got like either like one or two numbers, or you got to pick like 66, 65 or something. Like it's crazy, but
Yeah,
uh,
I wasn't even thinking about that.
but yeah, I'm excited to get out there. Everybody's already out there. And I mean, I've talked about every new guy, but even Ant, like bringing him along and kind of teaching him how we do things, and it's probably a little different
excited.
from. I mean, he's been in Portland for I don't know what's he been in the league, probably sneaky like 7 years
Yeah,
now.
I'm excited for him.
So he's got a
I like the
new
way he
new
plays.
situation, new scenario, and super talented. Every person that I've talked to about him is like great kid, and
Yeah,
so I'm super excited. And I mean, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun this year.
yeah. I think training camp, and I want to talk later in another episode about training camp because I have so many questions about training camp. But I think training camp will be fun. Like when you get out there mid-September, like it's gonna be fun. Like a lot of new faces. Like it's gonna be a lot of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be a lot of energy, and just like knowing how Joe is, like,
And Joe's gonna have some wild
I
shit
just,
he's gonna want us to do. And
yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what he said on the phone call on your birthday, but like Joe's mentality going into the season, like to your point about people, like there is like chatter about like maybe the past few years, the consensus in Boston is like we're the champs, we're winning it this year, like nobody can beat us, and like this year there is more chatter. And I'm not saying it's all of Boston, but there's chatter in Boston, like, what's going on this year? And I think Joe taking that is like, oh my God, that's like pouring gas on like a forest fire for Joe. Like Joe loves that.
yeah, for sure. And we got a lot of guys that kind of like, I mean, like JB, like he's like now it's like he got something he want to prove.
For
And,
sure.
Um,
Yeah.
Payne's got something to prove. Like I got something to prove. Like we got people that are motivated. I think everybody's always motivated every summer. You can look around the league and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm motivated. I got something to prove." So I don't think we're special in that situation. But I mean, we're just gonna go out there, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm
It's gonna be a
hyped.
fun year. We got Boston behind us, and
I'm
so
hyped,
that's
man.
fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm like counting down the days. All right, man. Let's switch gears a little bit. This is funny to me because, in my opinion, you're surprisingly good at it. But like, you kind of have like a portfolio of acting things that you've done. Like, it started in San Antonio. You did like the famous HEB commercials, which was dope. Like that's like Manu, Tim Duncan era.
Legends,
Like you
yeah.
get to do a HEB commercial. That's fire.
Yeah.
You did that. You got like the Boston Dental stuff. You got the Sam Adams stuff. My cousin from Boston with Sam Adams. Like you've done like, and then you got these one-offs, right? Like you did like Derrick is a good guy for the culture pop.
Yeah.
Like you did you do a lot with the bank. There the name is something in my mind. So like
Berkshire.
yeah, Berkshire. Like man, like do you like doing like the commercial? Like is it fun? Like what is that experience like? And do you think you're good at it?
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I mean, the HEB ones, like I was like super excited to be a part of that, and like you said, like legends have done it, and those are always kind of funny, like loose. So I was really looking forward to that one. That was like my first one was like this little Peace Out one in San Antonio, but like the HEB was my first like big one. I was like, this is dope. This is what legends do.
The HEB one, you were like in a spacesuit and there was like puppies.
Yeah, spacesuit, puppies. There's like 5 different scenarios. Me, Yak, and KJ. Yeah, that was good. That was a good time.
That's a crazy dynamic.
I was nervous for that one, but I mean, they said I was doing a decent job, and so
Yeah.
that was like my intro. And then obviously getting out here or getting out to Boston, and then like the Sam Adams thing kind of began, and then there goes full Boston, and then it kind of just blew up, and it's kind of just. I mean, I go there like just kind of like have fun with it, like not try to take it too seriously, and it's been a lot of fun. And I don't know if I'm good or bad, or they make me look good.
What do you think? Like, what's your like when you go and you like film and then you leave? You're like what do you like? Okay, I did good there. Like, I think it would be good.
It's tough because like you do something, and like you don't really see the vision. Like they kind of tell you like what's it gonna be like, but you can't really like picture it. And then I also don't know what I look like. I don't know, like I'm not that confident in like what's going on. But then like they put it together, and like Katie sends it to me. I'm like, oh, that is actually really funny, or that's dope. Like
Bro, the cousin from Boston is so funny to me. Like,
yeah,
he's great. I actually saw him. I've said it a lot, but last year in LA at the Lakers game, he was there. So I went down to find him.
my cousin's everywhere.
Bro, it's crazy. I went down to go get Kara. I'm like, Kara, Derrick's gonna take 3 hours to come out of the locker room. Can you just get us back there? She's like, yeah, come on. And I walked by him, and he somehow recognized me. We like looked at each other, and he was like, and I was like, yo. He's like, what's up, man?
No,
Like,
he's good people.
he's cool.
Yeah, he's good people.
But yeah, someone else.
And like he kind of like does his own thing. Like obviously that's what he does. And so like they'll like say like them, and I try to stay like strict to the script. Like they say this, like this is what I'm gonna say. Like he'll kind of freelance a little bit. And so like now I'm like, ooh, am I in my like freelance era? Am I allowed to
I got that.
am I allowed to step out? Am I allowed to kind of make my own lines up here?
Yeah.
But it's been actually a lot of fun. Those have been fun. Even like the small ones that have been kind of fun, and yeah, people
Hot hands?
enjoy-
You did the hot hands?
Yeah. There's always like a little thing like people are just like they gravitate to.
It's fun.
The culture pop one where like sneaky good.
Derrick's a real good guy.
Like every
Sneaky good.
yeah, it's been crazy. I never thought of myself as
crazy,
an
yeah.
actor, but I mean I do a decent job, so I just gotta.
I think you're good, yeah. And obviously they're making you look good, and they're like editing out all the silly stuff that you do and whatnot. But I think what a funny part is, and this is a fun throwback, is HEB, for those that may not know, that may not live. I think HEB is only in Texas.
Mhm.
It's like a credible grocery store. Like you can't even call it a grocery store. They have everything in there. It's like
Nice.
it's like a Walmart, but like Texas style, like
Yeah.
bigger, like everything's in there.
I miss HEB.
HEB was fire. We would just go to HEB and just like be in there for an hour.
Yeah.
But what they paid you, like quote unquote paid you for doing the commercials in HEB gift cards. They're like 500 a pop or something like that. And he had like like he's at a casino like playing with chips. Like he had all these HEB gift cards, and like we would go and I'd be like, let's get some like pool toys. And bro, you were like so stingy. I remember I was like putting like all this crazy stuff in the cart, like for the pool, slip and slide, like all this. You like taking it out. I'm like, bro, it's free. Like, what are we?
It's not free, but you're getting stuff that we would use maybe for like 10 minutes and then would never do again. So
I was like a kid in the candy store with
Yeah.
those HEB gift
you
cards.
just saw the gift cards and started going.
I'm like, this is fake money. Like, let's spend it.
No, but HEB is dope. They have a little bit of everything in there.
I remember we went to lunch that one day. I had just landed in San Antonio. We went to lunch at that Mexican spot right by the HEB.
Mm-hmm.
You knew like a server there, and we had a couple margaritas.
That place
Then
is
we ended up in HEB.
yeah,
That was when I was trying to get all the pool toys.
yeah.
That was fun, man. Okay, so back to the acting thing. I think you do a good job. I think everything you've been in is like funny and captures you as a person because you are like witty and sneaky funny. Like that's kind of how you are. So they do a good job at like pulling that out. What if like somebody was making a movie and they like hit you up? Would you be down? Like, would you want to be a part of something bigger, like in the summertime where you're like, gotta go to set? You
Yeah.
gotta like, would you be down? Like, would you want to do that?
Yes. I mean, that'd be dope. I mean, that'd be a little different. Like I gotta memorize lines and like get
Yeah.
a script, and so that'd be a whole different type of thing. I'm also like I don't know what my range is like in this acting game. Probably not a big range. But I would say I would for sure do it.
What if there was like I mean, our era of like basketball players, like Coach Carter was just iconic movie.
Yeah. I
What if
love
they're like Coach
Carter.
Carter? There's not a Coach Carter 2, is there?
No.
What if there's a Coach Carter 2 and they're like, yo, D White?
Yeah. They need me to be a worm.
Worm.
Oh, can we get Worm out here?
I mean-
I would want to be Timo Cruz.
Yeah, I mean, hair
I don't know.
makeup, we could probably get some hair back on your
Yeah,
head.
just put a wig on or something, man. Come on, Timo. I love Timo.
That would be fire.
It would be dope. It'd be dope for sure.
Just like I mean, it's a little old now, but they're like grown up. They got play like overseas or whatever. Like,
yeah, like maybe I'm coaching now. Maybe Worm
oh,
Worm became the coach. Yeah, freestyle.
Baseline.
But
You owe
I
me.
don't think I would be great in that.
Well, I'm
I
not
just
saying,
kind of have to get out of my thinking too much. I think like but they kind of make it like
but you gotta like
real
embody a
loose.
character.
Yeah,
You gotta like become the character.
yeah. Acting's crazy.
Acting is so cool. This might be, you know, whatever the word is. Maybe I'm just talking about myself too much, but I think I would be good at acting. I think I could get my mind to like embody a character.
I think you would struggle with the lines.
That's crazy.
You
That's a
would not-
skill you can learn. Memorization is a skill you can learn.
Yeah, but you don't want to be memorizing. You gotta be the words.
I could be the
You can't be the words.
I can do accents. You know I can do accents. I feel like I could be a pretty good actor. I missed it. I always think I miss being a tight end. I could be in the NFL and I could be a tight end.
Yeah.
I got the body for a tight end. My dad would never let me play football. Dad, I know you're watching this.
You
Sure,
ruined it for you?
So I got the build
Yeah.
for it, man.
I think your dad might have done something good for you. I don't know if you're not a blocker. You would be a good receiver.
I would
though,
be a-
think.
I can't be a receiver. I'm not fast.
I mean, like,
enough. I have
tight
to
end.
run tight end routes.
Yeah.
I could block, I think. Bro, that's my dream. Just eat a bunch of food, stay in the weight room, get up to like 260.
Yeah. You definitely like bulk up.
I
yeah.
could bulk up easy.
Yeah. JT said like he would be like good at football. And he's like, bro, I would bulk up like I'm like,
Bro, I think he would have a harder time bulking up than me.
but
More watery frame. All right, but Dad, I know you're listening to this.
I
You
would
did a
not
good
be
thing
at
by not
football.
letting me play football.
I would not be good at football.
Me with CTE is it's a terrible thing. And obviously
like
I had a good
smart
basketball
salt.
career. So Dad, I'm calling you out for not letting me play football, but I'm also calling you out and saying thank you for not letting me play football. I know you're watching. Thank you. But yeah, I think I might have missed my calling as an
Shout out,
actor too.
Pops. Yo, you could try to make this happen.
I know. Maybe the podcast grows into something where I become my own personality, and then maybe my cousin from Boston wants to do a little something with me, man.
Yeah.
I got some Timberlands we could rock, you know.
Go full boss and
Yeah, that'd be cool.
we could try to figure something out. For
That
you,
would be
'cause
fun.
I would see if maybe you do have a calling.
Yeah, you never know, man. It could be untapped potential.
Yeah, I mean,
It's never too late.
exactly.
You know what I do think about when we watch like a movie and it's like they don't have like a main role, but they have a role. They have lines. They're part of the movie and they're like, you know, like a secretary.
Supporting cast.
Yeah. And I'm like, they're like in their mid 60s and like, I'm not calling anybody out, but like maybe they're not in the best shape or like, I'm like, everybody kind of has a place. You just got to find the right calling.
Yeah. What role do you like? You got to find your role. You got to find the situation. I mean, it's kind of like that in the NBA. Everything's kind of like all about your opportunity. I believe in you. If you think you can be an actor, then I'll believe in you.
That's love. I'm going down a crazy rabbit hole right here. And I don't know what's wrong with me today, but what was Channing Tatum's character's name in
Oh, what's
in
his
Coach
name?
Carter?
Channing Tatum.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know about.
I can dance is almost as good as him.
You think you could be Channing Tatum? He was a liability out there sometimes.
That's all right. So was I. So was I. Yeah, I could be Channing
Yeah.
Tatum. And
Every time I see
so-
that show, I'm like, I could not do that many push-ups as a freshman.
yo, you owe me 1,000 suicides,
All right.
200 and
I'll run. I could have ran all day for you, but
Yeah.
he said 1,000 push-ups
that
and
boy
1,000
Cruz is over
suicides.
there like,
Yeah, Timo was grinding.
man, he is.
Even like Damian Carter, he showed up late that one time.
Oh,
Freshman doing all that push-ups, no chance.
bro, I saw this thing on Instagram about Coach Carter. Please tell me you saw it too. It's Damian Carter. He's on a podcast talking about the scene where they're at the pool party.
Mm-hmm.
They were like really drinking. Like they were drunk. A lot of that was like improv.
I seen a thing where like didn't he like date one of the chicks in the pool?
Bro, yes.
This is great.
It was like those were extras and like they kind of just like threw the party.
They had a whole
They like
pool
rented
party?
a house. It
That's
was like
fire.
a real party and they were like actually drinking. Yo, it was like a crazy. He was like, no, we were like lit.
That's the best acting.
And like
It's not acting.
the scene where he comes out on the balcony, that was like improv and he like yells something to Coach Carter. It was like off the rib. He's like, bro, we were faded.
Oh, I love that scene.
That's a great scene. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. He was like, you were talking about my cousin from Boston, like doing a little improv, like freelance. Like
Yeah.
that was like real for them. I forget if he said they were like sneaking drinks or if they were really like had access and they were like actually drinking on set. But he was like, yo, it was like a real party. And then he ended up, yeah, I think he dated that girl for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that like behind the scenes stuff about
It's real.
acting.
It was organic. Like that's why they seem so good because
Yeah.
it's real.
I do like that about acting.
You have a lot of cameras in your face and following you around and this and that. But like even when we first started doing the podcast and we had these cameras like looking at us, we were kind of weird in front of them.
Yeah.
Like imagine on a movie set, like you've been there and you've seen like these
Yeah.
massive cameras, but on a big movie set, they're everywhere and there's like cut, try again. Like that would be hard, I think.
No, I think the toughest part, like when we did the HB one, is just you do the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
Like you do it like 15 times, and you're like that's why I like the Sam Adams one. Like we do it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And so like you don't know which ones you did good. You don't really know which ones you did bad. I guess like if you did it more, you'd be like, oh, I felt really good about that one. But
Comparing it to like basketball, like imagine like you're doing a walkthrough of like a new set or a scheme or something, and like Joe is like, try again, and you're getting to like number 15 to try it again. Like in your head, you're probably like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
what
But,
are we
like,
doing wrong?
in
Same thing with
basketball. It's like I can kind of envision like
Mhm.
when this is gonna happen, or if Joe's like, hey, like on this one, like this defender does this, and so you got to do like, and like, oh, like okay, so it's kind of what it was like acting is like on this take, I want you to envision, I don't know, like you're I don't know, whatever the hell the plot is, but like I think like once you do it enough times and like you're in it, you're comfortable, like, and you can kind of see the vision.
Yeah, it's that most.
It's easier because Joe says some stuff in practice sometimes. He's like this, that, blah, 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 and I'm just like, but if like some random person like came up and like heard him say all this stuff, they'd be like, I don't know, you're not talking about basketball.
Yeah, I think that like for me, if you're like, oh, cut, try again, this is take 15, I'd be like, oh my God, like my confidence would be shook. I'd be like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like messing this up. I think that would be really hard
Yeah.
in acting. And like if you Coach Carter too, we might have to do 15 takes.
Yeah, no, that's probably my toughest part about acting. Like when they make me do the same thing over and over again, kind of like, and then by the end you're like, come on. Or if like
one of those has got to be.
or if you kill it and like someone else like, oh,
yeah, come on,
we
bro.
need you to figure this out.
This is like a tangent, but my wife and I watched Love Island. We're just like sheep, you know, we're just following the trends. But in Love Island this season, like those people are so famous. The dude from Love Island introduced the schedule for the Celtics. The dude that won it, he's from Boston. Like the dude, he's like,
I didn't know you could win Love Island.
you like the couple wins it or whatever, and they win like 500,000. But they're like this year they all got like crazy famous.
No, Love Island was going crazy for a while.
But my point is that the like intros, they have this like elaborate introduction of every person that's on the show. They're like in together with all the other people. And I'm like, they had to film this before Love Island started. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, yo, like if I'm on Love Island, I think that girl is super fine. And she's the one fucking up the take 20 times, walking down this beach. Like, I'm not going to like her as much as I did.
No.
Like, she's going to be annoying me. So like, I was actually thinking about that.
No. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of times, like it's just me. But like
Yeah.
one time, I did the one with the lawyers, Morgan and Merrigan, I think. Sorry, Katie. Sorry, you too. But I'm doing like with the lawyers. Like they're not actors.
Oh, real lawyers.
Yeah, like they're lawyers. Like, but like, so I would do like something, and then they would like say their part. And they kept messing up, and the director's like, "No, I want you to kind of say it like this, like put an inflection on this word."
And you're like,
And I'm just
"Hey,
like,
come on."
like we gotta figure this out. Like,
Oh,
but he was like trying. He couldn't like with like directors. They wanted like however like they
Yeah.
got the vision, but I was just like I just it turned out amazing, the video and
They're like
everything. But like I was just like
they're probably feeling crazy pressure. They're like, "Man, Derrick is here." Like, well, I'm nervous.
I'm
Sorry,
like,
dude,
I gotta get in there. I was like, I gotta. It's not. I was like, maybe my part's bad. Like, I feel like I would be worse for me.
Yeah,
But actually, no, I think that'd be better for me because like, oh, then I can like control it.
right.
Like this part is like kind of out of my control.
Yeah, that's tough.
But it was fun.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty good actor. I'm trying to speak it into existence, man. Coach Carter 2 would be fire.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be tough because Coach Carter didn't coach again, but we can kind of do.
They can always spin the story, man.
Yeah,
It's Hollywood.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, all movies nowadays are remakes of old movies.
did you watch Happy Gilmore 2?
I did.
I liked it.
I thought it was good.
That would have been like a great movie for you. Like the role that a lot of those celebrities and like cameos do.
Yeah,
That would be fire.
yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Boban being the dads,
The head, the nail in the head.
that was amazing.
That movie was good. It was like every scene you're like, oh, hey, oh,
So many cameos, and
so good.
I don't know what people expected. The people that didn't like it, like, what did you expect it to be like?
Like
But
you can't.
it was good
It was good. I liked it.
for like how it is.
But that would be cool. Like if your acting career blossomed in the summers to like another movie where it's like a remake, and we're gonna do a bunch of cameos. Like that would be sick.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
I'm gonna
That's
turn
cool.
it down.
That'd be ideal.
Maybe
Right.
another Boston movie.
Yeah.
Get some more Boston movies out there.
The Town too.
Yeah, he comes back.
That's a serious role you got to be under. That's a crazy personality. See, like that would be.
But like they'd be
I
like
think I could.
they gotta like rob TD Garden
Oh.
set up at Fenway.
Yeah,
Like me and Joe kind of.
bro. You know what's crazy? Speaking of TD Garden, then we're gonna shift into it. We're gonna wrap up with some good questions that we got from some of our fans. But in the episode, we were talking about the championship, and we're like, "There's a club in TD Garden, blah blah blah." Nah, bro, that club is like on Google Maps.
Oh,
It's like there's like
Not
an entrance to it, like on the street right in front of.
I'm
like,
sure there. I've never really drove in front of TD Garden.
yeah. When we
Except one time when I went to a Bruins game and I was like, "This is cool."
it's cool.
I
out front.
want to go out front.
It is cool out front.
Let's go out front one time.
Let's go out front. We're gonna need to bring Jim,
Yeah,
the head of
Jim
security.
and-
Is he the head of
Jim
security?
and Al.
Jim and Al?
help us out.
Man, Jim is the most Boston dude.
Y'all are.
I love Jim. When he speaks, I'm like, that is the tightest accent. But yeah, people were commenting, they're like, it's this XYZ. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
And
it's not as cool as we were making it.
It's not as cool. Everyone was like, it's not that cool. You can get in from the street.
Yeah.
Damn. I was also wondering, like, how the hell do all these people get in here?
Yeah.
Anyways, let me grab this iPad. We'll get some questions, some cool questions from our fans. Like, we're gonna talk about hoops, but remember, we're in the summer. There's no hoops to talk about. So like we can talk a little bit about off-season moves, blah, blah, blah. But like we got some throwback questions that I want to talk about because I think they're pretty fun. Okay, one more thing that I have for you before we get into these is that we are thankfully and very gratefully evolving as a podcast, as a show. Shout out to everyone that support us, like super dope. Thank you. We can't say it enough. If we start moving towards bringing other people on, and I think we will, like the idea is that we want to bring some Celtics on, some other folks on. Do you have you thought about that at all? About like bringing a guest on? Let's just say outside the Celtics, because yeah, we want to get JT on, we want to get Peyton on, we want to talk hoops with those guys, right? So, but like anybody outside the Celtics, have you thought about any ideas of who would be fun to chat with?
I think, like the first people I think about is probably like someone from Colorado.
Yeah.
Like athletes. I mean, even like athletes that are not basketball. Like if we could get like Wyndham Clark out here, who like I grew up with, and now is doing great things on the PGA
Give
Tour.
the context of you growing up with Wyndham.
Yeah, so we played. We're the same age, and we played. I don't know what it was called at the time, but like from like second grade to like sixth grade, we played against each other. His team was Cherry Creek, my team was the Parker Hawks, and I would say we were rivals. Back and forth a lot. Their team was good, our team was good. There's like a three-head monster, them and the Spartans and us. And so like just competing against him, and then like he kind of goes and now he's a great golfer, and being able to like just follow him around was one of the
Yeah.
highlights of my summer.
We
Last summer.
We went last summer to what was that called? The BMW Classic
Yeah.
here in Colorado.
BMW Championship.
And you went all 3 days.
4
days. He would bring like he brought his pops one time, brought his wife one time, brought the trophy one time. You guys have seen the clip of him like on the golf course with the trophy. I got to go with him one day, and they bring us inside the ropes, and we get to walk on the course with the golfers, and epic experience.
Yeah.
And we followed Wyndham for a
Yeah.
lot of the day. That was fire.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
followed him all 4 days, and so just kind of hearing, like someone that came, like grew up really with me.
It would be so interesting to hear like what, like we
Golfers.
talked about like a travel day. Like I want to know their lifestyle.
And like that's a lifestyle like I don't even really know.
I have no idea what they do. Okay, that's a good one.
Wyndham. I mean, Christian McCaffrey,
fire.
One of the best running backs in the game.
Out of Colorado.
Went to Valor High School. I played football with his brother, Max.
I played AU with Max.
Max is our age, and so, but like we always heard of like Christian coming up, and it's cool to see like all that potential that he had as a young kid, and now he's being amazing football player. And so bring him on, just kind of talk about his journey. And
I got a good story about Christian. He was 1 or 2 grades below us.
I think he's 2 years under
2 years younger than us. My high school would play in like a preseason like invitational with a few high schools out of conference at this one high school, and we played Valor, which is what high school all the McCaffrey guys went to. And Christian was the point guard, and I was like a senior, so he's probably a sophomore at this time.
Yeah.
And I remember vividly him like kind of like a secondary fast break, and I'm at the top of the key, and I got to pick him up, and he's full speed sprinting at me, dribbling a basketball. And like the fastest, he's probably like 15 at this time. Yeah. So fast, running straight at me.
And he was like,
he could have like just nodded his head one way, and he did go straight by me, I'm sure. But I've never seen anybody that fast dribbling a basketball. And just like, dude was built like Hercules as like a 15-year-old. And then another cool story about the same tournament, we're playing Valor. Ed McCaffrey, Broncos legend, like just legend, was sitting in the stands, and someone went to pass, and any basketball player that was sitting, like, when you kick a pass and just rockets out. I kicked somebody's pass, and it went straight to Ed, and Ed caught it in the stands. Everyone's like, oh! Like it was
some things never change.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my God. So I basically threw Ed a touchdown, but yeah, that was a cool experience.
So, Christian, like my senior year, we played Valor. First play of the game, they handed Christian 80-yard touchdown. I was like, all right, yep, we got no chance.
Bro, he was so sick in high school playing
Christian's
football.
Dope. And like
Carter guy, you guys show love. You wore his jersey.
Yeah.
Did he wear your jersey?
I wore his Valor jersey to
maybe he just reposted
a couple games. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Especially like in the Super Bowl. But yeah, he'd be dope to have on.
We got to get Christian a jersey, man. We need to.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I
don't know if they make a legend. I don't know if they make a legend Derrick White jersey, but
somebody will make that.
We'll have to ask.
They don't really have like tunnel photos. NFL.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be cool.
Wyndham, Christian.
Any athlete from Colorado that's made it, I'd love to get them on. And then like obviously like the NBA guys, people that I'm close with, whoever's story and it's dope at the time. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
No, that's a good answer.
I'm excited though.
Yeah,
excited to like have someone on and kind of have them.
Yeah, just like hearing the different perspective, and like whether we talk about a lot of the similar things and just like see how different it is. Like I think about a good friend of ours, Jakob Pertl, and Jakob is from Austria.
Prealto.
Is that
something like that? I never get it right though.
We were at Drew Eubanks' wedding, and I used to never be able to spell Jakob's last name, Pertl, or whatever you just said. And we're at the pool. Yaka's there. You were in the pool. We had everybody jumping at the pool. Like day before the wedding, we got a group cannonball in this hotel pool before the wedding. Day of the wedding, we got like 30 or 40 people to stand outside the pool. Derrick and I counted down 3, 2, 1. We all jumped in, cannonballed at the same time. That was fire. But a really good friend of ours, and a big reason why this podcast is what it is and off the ground, Austin Eastman, also Jakob's very close friend, lived with him all throughout Jak's time in San Antonio. Austin is charging stuff to Jakob's room. Yeah. And he's yelling at the server. He's like, you know, like, give me some chicken fingers and 5 orders of fries and 3 burgers and 5 beers and 10 shots. And then he's in the pool, like right by us, and he's yelling, room 651, Pirtle, Poeltl. And like, that's the first time I learned how to spell his last name. So like, kind of like that song, B-A-N-A-N.
Yeah.
Like that's what, like anytime I spell bananas, that's what I think of. And now anytime I'm like texting Pirtle or something, I just
Yeah.
think of Austin. Poeltl.
Having Yak on the pod would be dope.
Yeah, I think
Yak
that's
was like my guy in San Antonio, and like we
Yak is great people, man.
yeah, we had a lot of good times, and yeah, gotta get him out of his shell.
Yak is great, man. Yak goes home to Austria in the summer, and like he struggles to find a gym in Austria to work out in. Like that is a crazy, like different life that he's living in the summer. From
Being the only player in your country in the NBA has got to be a
Nini too.
dope experience.
Yeah, Nini,
like, that was like a dope experience.
So dope. Yeah, I love Yak. His career has been amazing. You guys were sick together, pick and roll, playing with Yak, so good. That's kind of we're laying some foundation for that. Hopefully, mid-October we'll get Yak on the pod. But yeah, just like hearing his perspective on the league and his experience, and he's bounced around to a few different teams. So hearing what it's like for him to be traded, like I'm really looking forward to that. And this is like an open invite. If you guys are listening and have ideas of who you want to hear from on the pod, like shout them out. Like you never know what can happen. Like you never know if there's a relationship between that player and Derrick, and catch him on the road or whatever it may be. So I'm excited to see it evolve and just have some more of these fun conversations that you and I are having, but get a different perspective, right? So, all right, cool. Let's wrap it up with a few of these good questions. Appreciate you guys, you know, DMing us and asking these kind of fun ones. The first one is peaks. So thinking about like the unfortunate reality is like a lot of guys that have been in the league have peaked at some point. Like maybe everyone does, right? But you got like a top 3 like player peaks. They come to mind. Like one of them for me to like kind of set the tone here is like Jeremy Lin. Like Lin's Sanity was a crazy peak. So dope. Like everybody in the world was a Jeremy Lin fan when he was going crazy. And like, I don't know. You got anybody that you think is like has a cool peak?
I mean, honestly, like Lin Sanity was unreal. Especially like the game winners and stuff. Like that was insane.
Like definition of back against the wall. Like, make something shake.
No, yeah, that was dope. Obviously you can pick like Braun's peak is pretty damn high. MJ's peak was
like which one, you know?
Yeah, like those peaks are special.
They're like kind of easy.
I mean, like I don't know. The first one I thought of was like TJ Warren in the bubble. He's dropping 40s, 50s.
No distractions, just hoop.
Yeah, just hooping up vibes right there. Yeah, he's like the first one that came to my mind. I mean, Steve Novak, he had a big. I mean, if you play in New York, and you have like a good run, he had the belt celebration, everything. Like his peak, that was fun to see. I'm probably missing some.
Oh,
I'm missing a bunch. Obviously,
it's hard to think on the spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like just kind of like random ones. Not like you can't pick the stars. Like that's easy. I don't know. I'm gonna say those two though are like kind of the first two that came to my mind.
Yeah.
You got TJ Warren bubble where he's dropping 50 balls. Like that's insane.
That's a dope one. Insanity is super dope. Yeah. Steve Novak is good.
Steve Novak was going crazy.
I kind of force fed the Linsanity too because I'm like a Jeremy Lin fan, but those other two were very unexpected. Those were good.
Yeah.
On the spot, those were good.
Yeah, I don't know why they came to my mind at first, but
if you think of any,
some other ones. There got to be some other ones.
There's got to be some other ones.
Boston's people got to have some people in Boston.
IT Isaiah Thomas.
I tell you that year was incredible.
Incredible.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a really good one. IT was unguardable.
You put bro, he would have cooked you.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
He was cold for sure.
He would have cooked you.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. Nobody was guarding him.
He was doing anything he wanted. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that's good. All right, I like that question. We got Linsanity, TJ Warren,
bubble,
Steve Novak, Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, we're wrong with those. That's pretty good. I like those. All right, I like this one because I was a really big fan. I mean, I think everyone's a fan of Allen Iverson. I want to cop his new book, Misunderstood. I need to cop that and read that. He's doing like a book tour. I really want to read that. But I was also a really big fan of like the Sean Marion, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days. They played so fast.
Yeah.
It was that era where like I was a child, so like I was watching the game that was on,
Yeah.
and like only a couple nights a week, and I loved the way the Suns played.
Kind of like introduced the era that we got now.
Yeah,
It was like kind of like the beginning, like the Mike D'Antoni system, and scoring in 10 seconds or less, and like they were a fun team to watch.
yeah. Also, shout out Mind the Game, Steve Nash. Podcast is a lot of inspiration for what we're doing, and we definitely tap in and see what you guys are talking about and how you guys are set up and how you run it and all of that good stuff. So I spend a lot of time watching Mind the Game. But my question here, not my question, somebody asked, today's game, with all the different rule changes, the physicality, the athleticism, you got to pick one to play in today's game. Allen Iverson or Steve Nash, both of them in their prime.
Ooh, damn. In today's game, I'm gonna pick. That'd be tough.
That's so tough.
That's tough to.
It's an impossible answer.
It's like maybe I'm leaning towards Steve Nash because he's just a better shooter.
Mhm.
Like Steve could shoot from
Three better, yeah.
better than AI. But AI is AI.
It's
I
so
don't know.
hard.
I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Steve, but I don't know. No, I'm pick AI.
Yeah?
He'd figure it out. Ah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy indecisiveness. I'm going Steve. I think
Steve can
because
shoot it a lot better,
I mean, this is an impossible question.
and he did a lot more pick and roll, and
It's an impossible question, but I think Steve could adapt better. Like I think Steve can be a facilitator when he needs to be.
yeah.
And like AI, like it's not that he couldn't facilitate the ball, but AI was scoring that shit.
Yeah.
Scoring that shit.
You don't really see too many like 6'1", 2 guards anymore in today's age, but
Tough.
it's tough to pick against
That's
that.
tough. So you're going AI, I'm going Steve.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Split down the middle.
All right. That's a good question. That one really made me think. Another one kind of on the same theme, and Steve is here in this kind of answer selection is a duo. Like, okay, so context, everybody knows about the Jordan versus Brown argument. Like everybody's been in that argument. It's an impossible argument, just like that last question. For me, like my standing point or like where I stand my ground there is that a lot of players from the earlier eras, the utmost respect, paved the way, like zero shade. But the way that there's physical specimens on the basketball court everywhere. The 10th guy on the bench is a physical specimen that plays in the league today for the majority, for the most part. The athleticism is insane compared to the late 80s, early 90s. Like and that's not a knock on those guys, but it's insane today. Like just the way the human body is involved. You think about like guys like Wemby and Giannis, like that just didn't exist yet. So my argument, anytime I'm in the Jordan versus Brown argument, I'm like, I don't think a lot of players from earlier areas could translate to today's game, specifically for those reasons. Like that's always where I stand, and that is what it is. But that kind of feeds into this question of a duo from history that would eat in today's game. And I think about Shaq and Kobe, Jordan, Pippen, Manu and Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, KG, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire. Like I think about those duos. Like who do you think is the game is translating, the athleticism is translating? Like who's going to be a duo that would still be talked about super heavily?
I mean, yeah, the game's definitely changed. Which I don't know if that would have like heightened some people, like some people that were just like middle of the pack. Maybe they would have been better in this age than they were back then. But I think Isaiah Thomas, the Pistons, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. I think they would be a good backcourt in today's age. A lot of talent. Obviously, IT's one of the best point guards in the NBA, and Joe Dumars was a great running mate. I think Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin is a fun little 1-2 duo that I enjoyed watching.
Kenyon Martin had like that modern day athleticism.
Yeah,
bro, it's like
Kenyon Martin was ridiculous.
I
think Chauncey and Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed, man. Rasheed put him on the guest list. He needs to talk you into getting technical.
But Rashid was so cold and like
I love
footer
that
that can shoot, can move, can guard. Rashid is
That's it.
one of the best ones, and obviously this is a Chauncey Billups fan club podcast.
Big
And
shot.
like, I mean, you give Chauncey 10 threes a game, like maybe his career is differently.
For sure.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, so I mean, probably career.
Like,
I don't
more
know.
stamped. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know, but
Those are good.
just those two, I think. Those are the.
I think
first
that's
ones.
good. I just looked at the time. We gotta I'm going to play in like a charity 3-on-3 tournament, so we're gonna have to wrap up quick.
Yeah, no,
we gotta wrap up now. Last thing, predicting the 2025-2026 all NBA teams. It's early. This is a crazy question. I think it's good to get your perspective. I want to timestamp this and then compare it to the all NBA teams. Rapid fire. Give me 5 names, and then we're gonna cut it there.
I mean, probably Jokic, Giannis. Those probably like the obvious ones. Luka, Shea, and Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. Shout out JP.
Let's go.
All right, that's good, man. Time got away from us. Great chat. Episode 6 in the books. Last note for our people is merch is on the way. We got a great response from the Hooping Off Vibes. We got more coming to you. Keep an eye out for a pre-order. This is going to be launching next week, so maybe it'll be live by then. Maybe it won't. Obviously, there's a lot of logistical things that we're putting in place, but yeah, we're excited to get some swag to you guys. Episode 6. That's a wrap.